I think we've all felt this. You see the headlines, right? You see these incredible success stories on social media about people building huge businesses with AI.
Mm.
And it's like two things hit you at the exact same time. First, there's this real excitement.
Yeah.
But then right behind it is this deep uncertainty.
The doubt.
The doubt. It whispers things like, am I just too late to start? Or, I don't know how to code, so this can't be for me.
Yeah.
It's a very real feeling.
It is. But here's the good news, and this is maybe the most important thing we can say today. You are absolutely not too late. Not even close.
And you don't need to be a computer genius?
Not at all. What you need right now isn't some deep technical mastery. You just need a map. A clear, proven roadmap. And that's our whole mission for this deep dive. We're going to unpack a specific 4-stage progression for building an AI business in today's world. It's all about validating your experience and then stacking skills. Think of it like a ladder.
A ladder. I like that. You have to start at the bottom.
You have to. That intentional climb is what makes it last. So we'll walk that ladder today. Stage 1, the freelancer. Then the consultant, the agency, and finally, the teacher.
So let's start with stage 1, the freelancer. We sometimes call this the Lego stage.
The Lego stage.
Yeah, because the whole magic here is that you can make real money without building any software from scratch.
That is a profound idea, isn't it? You don't have to invent the plastic bricks.
Nope, they're already made. You're just using what the AI world calls templates or, pre-built automation.
Yet a template is really just a recipe, right? A
Yeah.
set of instructions for the AI.
Exactly. It tells the AI what to do, what the rules are, how data flows from one place to another. Your only job is to connect the pieces. You don't
Yeah.
invent them.
So the sources gave us this simple 5-step method to get started. It's called the build method.
Right. So B is for block by block. You can't master everything at once. Just pick one single automation and get really good at it.
Like what?
Like, say, a Google review reply bot. Just focus all your energy there until you can do it in your sleep. Okay, that makes sense. Then U is understand the use case.
Yes. It's not just about the tool. It's about finding who desperately needs this one block you've mastered. A dentist needs to reply to reviews. A restaurant needs to handle feedback.
Hyper-specific.
You have to be. That's how you get quick sales.
Next is I for install and imitate.
So you use tools, maybe like NaN or Make. You download a template, and then you just run it with fake data over and over again.
You work out the kinks before a client ever sees it.
You have to. And then L is land the first client. This has to be a super low-friction pitch.
Not a big ask.
No, just something simple like, hey, I built a system that automatically handles customer replies. Want to see a 90-second video of it working? It's an easy yes.
And finally, D is document and duplicate.
The minute you have a win, you have to quantify it. This bot saved the dentist 5 hours a week. You use that story, that tangible result, to land the next client.
Okay, let's make this real. A great example is the missed call SMS agent. Think about plumbers or electricians.
Right, they're always missing calls. They're on a ladder. They're under a sink.
And every single missed call is lost money.
So this simple automation catches that missed call, and it instantly sends a text. So sorry I missed you. I'm on another job. How can I help? And then the AI starts a chat to book an appointment.
And the real value, the thing you're actually getting paid for, is in the prompt details. It's the rules you set for the AI.
100%. The prompt needs a specific role, like a friendly assistant for Mike's Plumbing. It needs a clear goal. Find the problem, get the address.
And you mentioned crucial rules.
Yeah, like keeping answers short, under 20 words. People expect text to be brief. And here's the really step part. You must mention the $50 visit fee rule up front.
But you don't promise a specific time.
Never. Because that one rule manages the customer's expectations before a human even gets involved. That's strategic problem solving.
So since the whole goal here is mastery, how specific should someone get when picking that first block?
Pick a template that's simple enough to master quickly.
And sell it to a really targeted niche.
Exactly. Simple and targeted.
Okay, so once you've built a few of these, you hit the wall of stage 1. Selling a $500 tool is fine, but you're constantly hunting for new clients. It's, frankly, exhausting.
It leads to high churn and, burnout. That's the signal then to move to stage 2, the consultant.
And this is a huge mindset shift. You're moving from a builder to a doctor.
A doctor, so you're not just handing out medicine.
No. A doctor diagnoses first. They ask, where does it hurt? A consultant does the exact same thing. You ask deep questions before you ever design a solution.
This process uses the SCAN framework, What does S involve?
S, it for study the business. You're not asking about tools. You're asking strategic questions. What's the one task your best employees hate doing? Or where are your staff costs highest? Then we get to C, calculate the opportunity. This feels like the most important step.
It is. This is where you use math. It's non-negotiable. If you can show a client they're spending $30,000 a year on a task and you can automate it for $5,000, well,
The decision is made for them. It's a no-brainer.
exactly. The math makes the sale.
Okay, then A is architect the solution.
Now you're not just laying bricks, you're the architect drawing the blueprint for the whole building. You're showing the data flow, the whole workflow from start to finish.
And N is narrate the results.
This is where you professionalize your success. You write these high-quality case studies about the ROI you delivered, and that story is what attracts the bigger fish.
I have to admit, and this is maybe a bit of a vulnerable thing to say, but even after years in this space, I still wrestle with that mental shift.
Yeah.
To stop thinking about the technical wires and start thinking about the strategic workflow, it's hard.
It absolutely is. I remember wasting days, literally days, on a complex database thing for a client. I should have just spent 2 hours defining the business process first. The money is always in the process, not the tool.
That explains the jump in price. The real estate lead qualifier example really shows this. The agency had a huge problem, 100 leads a week, but 80 of them were just browsing.
Just wasting the sales team's time. And if you look at the math, 10 hours a week wasted at $50 an hour, that's over $25,000 a year down the drain.
So charging $5,000 to fix that is an easy sell.
A very easy sell. And the solution was an AI agent prompted as Sarah, the home buying assistant. She asks 3 simple qualifying questions before it ever gets to a human.
And the sequence is key. Are you looking to move soon or just browsing?
Right. Then what area are you focused on, and what's your rough budget? The guardrails are also crucial. Never be pushy, and if they say they're browsing, the chat just politely ends.
And that strategic approach leads to a totally different pricing structure. You have 2 revenue streams here. First is the audit, which is just the plan and the math. That could be, what, $1,000 to $5,000?
Yep. And then there's the build, the actual custom automation. That can easily be $10,000 to $50,000.
Wow. That is a huge leap. So considering the risk of a custom build, what makes that initial audit worth $5,000 to a client?
The audit gives them a valuable plan and hard ROI math.
So it completely de-risks the bigger investment.
Exactly. It justifies the $50,000 project later on. Mid-roll sponsor, read placeholder.
And that brings us to stage 3, the agency, or the AI partner.
Duh.
As a solo consultant, you hit a hard ceiling.
You do. You can only juggle, 3 or 4 big clients at a time before you're completely maxed out. Burnout is inevitable.
So the move to an agency is about scaling. Your role has to change.
Completely. You have to stop doing the technical work. No more connecting wires. Your job becomes 100% strategy and sales.
The framework for this is GOW. So G is for get developers.
You have to. You hire technical talent from Upwork or developer communities, and they build the solutions that you design.
Then R, retain authority. This feels critical.
It is. You have to remain the client-facing expert. They're paying for your brain, not the developer's fingers. The developer works for you. You own the relationship.
Okay. O is for onboard sales.
Right. All that time you just freed up from doing technical work, you use it to find more clients, and eventually you hire people to set appointments for you.
And finally, W is win with brand.
Now you have to become known. Post your case studies on LinkedIn, share what you're learning on Twitter. You become the go-to person in your niche.
But we have to add the reality check here. Agency life looks glamorous, but it comes with a lot of stress and overhead.
That's the necessary counterpoint, yeah. You might be bringing in $80,000 a month in revenue, which sounds amazing.
Sounds incredible.
But you're paying 2 developers maybe $5,000 a month each, plus software, plus taxes. Your actual profit might only be $30,000 or $40,000, and the stress of managing people is very, very real.
So, given that stress and the high overhead, does the agency model still have a big advantage over just being a highly paid, stress-free consultant?
Yes, because it's the only way to build a predictable brand.
And to scale beyond what you can do in an hour.
Exactly. It's a first step toward building real sellable wealth in this model. And that leads us to the final, and I think the most profitable step, stage 4, the teacher.
This is where people who've climbed the whole ladder find the most freedom.
And the highest profit margins. It's all because of this massive knowledge gap in the world.
You mean the gap between the tiny number of people who know how to use AI and the, millions who have no idea?
That gap is enormous,
Yeah.
and it's incredibly profitable to fill. The profit model is just superior. Your overhead basically disappears. No developer salaries, minimal software costs.
So if you sell a course for $100 and 100 people buy it, that's $10,000 with almost pure profit.
Almost 100% margin. And you can sell that same digital product to one person or 1 million people with the same amount of effort. That's true leverage.
Whoa. I mean, imagine scaling that practical knowledge to 100,000 people. The market for actionable AI training, especially for small business owners, just feels endless right now.
It really does. That scalability is why this is the ultimate stage.
And the model for this is the share framework. S is for show.
Right. You create free content, YouTube videos, articles, whatever, and you just show the cool, real-world stuff you actually built for clients. Show your screen, show the results.
Then H is for hook.
At the end of that free content, you offer a free gift, maybe the exact prompt you used or a link to the template. That brings them into your world.
A is for attract. You build a free community, maybe on school or Facebook.
And you put your best free stuff in there. This builds so much trust because people think, wow, if the free stuff is this good, the paid course must be incredible.
R is for recommend. Only after you've built that trust do you offer the paid product.
Exactly. And E is for expand. You just keep creating content. That's the fuel that makes the whole cycle work.
We have to bust the myth here, though. People think they need to be a world-class expert to teach.
Not at all. You just need to be one chapter ahead of your students. The person who just got through the struggle is often the best teacher because they remember what it felt like.
So if you've successfully built, say, 5 automations for real clients, you know more than 99% of people.
Absolutely. That is more than enough expertise to start teaching something valuable.
But then why is it so important not to skip the first 3 stages, just to get to this super profitable teaching part?
Because your teaching has to be credible.
You need the war stories.
You need the war stories. Those practical examples from real clients are what make your advice valuable, not just theoretical.
So to recap, we've walked the 4 stages. You start as a freelancer, mastering templates. Then you become a consultant, selling diagnosis and strategy.
From there, you scale to an agency, building a team. And finally, you become a teacher, sharing that hard-won knowledge for the highest profit and freedom.
And the single most important piece of advice is to start at stage 1. You have to do the work.
You cannot skip the steps. Your credibility is built in the trenches, doing real work for real clients.
The entry barrier for this is dropping every single day. The tools are getting easier, they're getting cheaper. Your first step today should just be to pick one tool, learn it, build a demo, and find one client.
That first paying client is all the proof you need.
It seems like the real question isn't whether you're too late for the AI revolution. It's whether you have the discipline to start at stage 1, when the promise of stage 4 is so tempting.
That's the real test.
So, as a final thought for you to take away, consider this. If these AI tools continue to simplify the technical building blocks, these Lego pieces, how is the definition of a high-value consultant going to evolve over just the next 12 months?
Go build something great.